Random live video starring Sarah and Ellie. We're just, hanging out at the house on our anniversary. Doing some electrical.
It's the best place to be.
That's interesting. Imagine getting shocked on live stream. That would be cool. It'd be great for views. What are you doing, Els?
Falling down.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, sunny Cali. Yeah, our summer's pretty much over now. No more summer. Do you want to take the phone, Sarah? Don't let the smoke out. You're talking with your mouth full of food. You can't take the phone.
You just go
Sorry.
wild. That'd be a whole new type of video.
Is that Mallard 5 there?
Open gate.
Oh.
Hi, guys. I don't know how to turn any of it. You want to? You want to be on it with us?
No, I need to hold it.
Oh, you can't
You
hold
can't hold it.
I want to hold it.
it. Okay.
No, not right now.
Let's turn it around. Doop.
I want to
See what Daddy's doing.
Here, you want to hold this?
No.
I need you to hold this special tool. Look at this. It's got these.
No.
Hey, look at you push a button.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, look. There. Yeah, here. Take these too.
We're taking a risk going live with all the littles here.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Well, you got a good idea of what could happen.
Usually a tantrum or meltdown, some sort, on my part. It's not working?
Is that working?
You just missed Lucas shocking himself.
Don't tell people that.
The kids are fun. What are you doing? You gonna be an
You wanna tell them
electrician?
well, you can't explain the exact problem because we don't know what happened, but why I'm even touching electric right now.
Whoa, we just got, I think, a donation. Living in Alaska.
Really?
Yeah, thank you so much. I don't even know what that means. It comes up with like this dancing thing.
That's like a sticker.
Oh.
She wants to show.
You want to show
You
it?
want to show this?
Yeah, lucky number 13. How do I love the bleacher floors.
Yeah, you can show them. I'm working on a video. It should be done tomorrow. I think I'm going to upload tomorrow.
Oh, are you?
Or the next day. Yeah. It's going to be, I guess, finishing the sanding for the bleachers, starting the plugging process or filling all the holes up there and then what else? Oh, the electric. Well, I'm fixing it now. I'm finishing it, but we had a little bit of an electrical issue, I guess you could say.
Oh, they want to see the tool again. You want to show it?
You want to show them that tool?
Yeah. It tests to see if the electricity is going into the outlet.
Yeah, it tells
Yeah.
you it's a voltmeter.
Cool.
I only have.
Good morning from Australia. Yes, we're in the home stretch for the day.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dancing.
I'm going to show the floors.
Thank you. Kim just said happy number 13. Yeah.
Thanks, Kim. How do I flip the... I'll bring you upstairs and show you the floors for anybody that hasn't.
You gotta see them.
What?
Oh. They're
Lily-
sitting out there.
Lily's in a little bit of a funk.
Well, we told her she can't bring her audiobook inside.
What tub do you want to see? What are you talking about? Are you talking about that clawfoot tub? Or someone said I want to see the tub. Here's the...
What? Leave you?
This is the floor that's most ready. I went around yesterday and epoxied all these little holes. This is the first time I've seen it actually too, and they set up nice. Nice and quite a few of them. Quite a few of them.
So I sanded very quickly in the closet.
You sanded one of the holes? Oh.
Okay, just take it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'll show everybody here, because I'm not going to probably add it to the video, but you can see this one has not been sanded. Sarah sanded this one a little bit. Our concern is that this epoxy that gets on the floor it's hard to get rid of. It's like, harder than concrete. But here, she just sanded a little bit, I guess, and you can see there's a major difference there. Yeah, the sander breakup. That sander and I, the relationship was short. Yeah, I don't miss it at all. That was a heck of a thing.
Well, you made it look easy on the video, honestly.
The sander?
Yeah.
That edge sander's horrible. I don't know if anybody there has ever used one of those edge sanders. Let me know. I could not figure it out, and I don't give up on things very easily. But after a wee bit of frustration, I kind of gave up. I'm gonna try to set the camera down so I'm not shaky. Hey, look at that. I feel like the chat, chat messages, top, yeah. I just wish the chat stayed on the.
Yeah.
Moving in by Christmas. Like this Christmas? No. Maybe next Christmas. Thanks, James.
Before next Christmas.
I want to share.
I need that toy.
You need this toy? There you go. I want to share the sandpaper. I'm big on sandpaper. This is I bought this the other day. The brand is called Diablo, and it's really cheap. It's sticky, so it was really, really good sandpaper. Like high quality, wicked good moon dust sandpaper. Seriously, it is like.
No, I think that's red. It's like from Mars.
Oh.
That one's from Mars.
She's playing really good. Here, you want that? Here you go. Have a big sticker. No, Steve, we haven't told him anything as far as like when he'll be, asked to leave. Okay, so our arrangement with him is that when we get within 6 months of, man, this phone, I really need a nice tripod. Yeah, so we'll get within 6 months, we'll tell him, and then we'll go from there. And even if, honestly, we've thought about this before, if we move in, he can still be there for a little while. I'm fine with that. So we could move in and then give him the 6 month notice. And then, that will give me a good 6 months to get our other house ready for sale, because I probably should do some stuff to that. I don't want to. I'd want to sell it as is, to be honest. Take it as is.
A sticker.
Yeah, we like him, so there's really no rush, I guess. And it's not like we need that side of the house either. When we move in here, we'll have a kitchen, we have bathrooms, we've got everything we need. Yeah, it is nice to have him here, Chelsea, for just that reason, actually. We thought about renting out our current home. It's where we live. I feel like renting's not easy, and it's not necessarily worth it. Like, we could probably get at most like $700 a month or something like that for our house. And it would be nice. It's just I don't know if it's worth the trouble. Yeah, it is tough to be a landlord. That's 100% true. 100. Yeah. Someone said, "Well, will Lily finish the wall when she gets taller?" It's funny. For those of you that didn't see it. Yeah, that's as far as she could reach. That would be a good way to do it. Linseed oil, it really adds a lot of depth, doesn't it? That's not probably for everybody, because I mean, that is some old nail holes and a lot of age. I do like the two-tone too. I really do. I had a guy up here. Who did I have in here? I don't know. Oh, my uncle. My uncle was here. And I was showing him this. And I was like, oh, I sanded this all day. So it was nice and smooth. No slivers. And right as I said that, boom. The sliver of my life. So I need to stop telling people stuff and just go with it. We talked to our tenant about renting our current house, and he's not interested in that just because the location for him, it's kind of in the opposite direction. So it wouldn't be good for him. Yeah, Angela, that's going back to my uncle. We're talking about my uncle left and right here, but he liked the same thing, that every room has the same type of wood. You know, each room has the accent wall, and then the main room in here has that ceiling. We'll probably do something in our bedroom. Our bedroom will be through that hallway for anybody who doesn't know. Thanks, Nicholas. 13 years. I wanted to tell our honeymoon story, our honeymoon night story, but Sarah didn't want to. Let's tell it.
No.
It's totally G.
No.
It's not I'm telling that story.
No, you are not.
It's a good
No.
story. Well, I can't do it if she doesn't want me to. Yeah, we love using the reclaimed material for a lot of reasons. I mean, see the floors? That's 1,200 square foot of flooring up here, and we have a whole bunch more in the barn, and it was only $600. Hey Dylan, how you doing? Is it raining in Wales today? It's kind of raining here in New York. Yeah, I know, Philip. I know her good enough. I won't tell anybody the story. But for anybody wondering and thinking that it's a weird story, it's not. It's a good story, but you know, Sarah's shyer than me probably. Yes, yeah, $600. You know why it was such a good deal though to get that floor, this material so cheap, is that the guy listed it on Craigslist for more at first, and nobody was biting, must be. So then the job that they were doing for the school was coming to an end, and you know, in his head he's like, well, I either sell this for something, or you know, it just sits in a dumpster and rots. And so I got it for, you know, $600. There was more cost to it than that though, because, well, you know, it was 2 trips, and it was a 3-hour trip one way. So you're talking 6 hours pulling a trailer full of lumber. Unloading it and loading it was about, I must have been younger then, because that stuff is so heavy. They're 17 feet long pieces, and they're so heavy. But I got it, you know, it's all water under the bridge now. Yeah, that seems pretty good, Dylan. That's not terrible. So, we were talking about the flooring upstairs, that yellow pine flooring, how good of a deal it was. $600 for all that. You know, if I had to buy, you know, if you wanted to buy like new, what is it, 9.5 inch wide plank floor, it would have been, well, it would have been not affordable is what it would have been. So you seem to be much happier since, yeah, and I think I mentioned it actually. It's funny you said that. I mentioned it in the video I'm editing right now, is that my emotions, I watch a lot of the videos, old videos, and I watch them back, especially if someone makes a comment or something about one of the old videos. My emotions are really up and down in the videos, and I really tie it to when I start something new and I'm in that territory of like not knowing what I'm doing, then it's scary. Like Or if I feel like I'm going to make a mistake, I really can get down on it myself. And then, you figure the job out and everything goes fine. And then you are in a great mood. It's like renovating an old house. Like, it just turns you like, there should be a phrase for it, like a reno, and instead of bipolar, it'd be like reno-polar or something. That's just me. It could be me. I know that when Sarah and I like owned the restaurant, I'd have really bad days where I'm stressed, and then great days where something fun happens and it's just like, this is the best thing ever. I love my restaurant. In fact, we were going through old pictures today, because it's our anniversary. And I found the CD, the signed CD from a musician that we had come play at the restaurant. He played at the restaurant twice. His name is Brian Vander Ark. If anybody knows who that is. They sang a song, his band, the Verve Pipe, they sang a song in the 90s it was called Freshman. So it was kind of a big song for me. Like, it was a big song. A lot of people liked it and whatever. So we had the opportunity to have him come to the restaurant. It was expensive, but we sold tickets, and he came, and it was just kind of cool to meet him, and he signed a CD for us. And then he felt bad because not very many people came to the show. And so when he was coming back through town, his booking agent or whatever called us, and he played again for half price. So I was like, yeah. How long before you start the kitchen? I think that's what that question said. Well, the kitchen is going to be on the other side of the house over there. So if I had to come up with a date right now, I bet you we will be moving into the house in spring. Don't share that with anybody because I don't want to be held to it. I think we'll be moving in the springtime. And then, depending on how long, the tenant has, if we give him a full 6-month notice or if we just let him live there for 6 more months, that kind of depends. But then when I start that side, you're talking total gut. But that side of the house is well, it's not half, but it's, smaller than this side, but total gut job. It's a bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, you're talking, but I'll live here, so it should be faster. Probably 2 years total time, I bet you, to be, careful about time frames. So, yeah. So, we're going to start it soon. Probably start it, in the spring or 6 months after the spring. And then I'll bet you it'll take me 2 years. Do you think 2 years to do the kitchen?
No.
Longer?
Less.
Less?
Yeah.
God.
Well, because if you're here at night, yeah.
Maybe.
It'll be so enticing.
Maybe, but I keep talking about old pictures. There's an old picture that we found today from the restaurant. You remember when we opened and the newspaper came? And they took a picture of me and I looked like a ghost? When we moved our restaurant from one location to another. And it wasn't a great situation. It was like my landlord in the first place, he signed a lease with people that he liked and knew and didn't tell me. So I had 30 days to move my stuff, like the whole restaurant. So it was an old movie rental store. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Remember like where you would go to the store and look at all the movies on the shelf and then rent one for a day or 3 days if you wanted to pay the extra fee? So she's out there. I saw her. So I had to move in 30 days and I was going to college and we were running the restaurant still on Main Street and I did it all in 30 days. I was we'd work till 1 or 2 in the morning. It was horrible. Yeah, Be Kind Rewind is right. Nothing was worse. You rent the new movie and you're like, I'm so excited, Terminator 2. And you put it in, you're like, oh.
You see the ending.
Well, that would be horrible. You have to rewind the movie. And it used to take forever.
Yeah. Glue?
There's glue?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's a hangnail.
Oh. Yeah, I just told a lot of our life story there with the restaurant. That was a big part of our relationship. I think that's why we're, if there's any day to reminisce, it's your anniversary. And we had that place for a long time. Thanks, Maggie. Yeah, the restaurant was a big part of our life. And I think that's why I find it funny. Sometimes, we get the comment on YouTube now where people think that a renovation at this magnitude would like hurt our relationship. I've had people say like, you're going to get a divorce. She's going to leave you. And you can't have conversations with people like that. Obviously, they don't know us. But it's like, to me, we've been through a lot more stressful stuff. I think just having kids in general is stressful. But the restaurant, running the restaurant and going to college full time, I had a full-time job, and we were fine. If anything, we got really, really close during that time because, you spend every moment with each other. If I flip this, what happens? Nope. Sorry if I just made you sick. Yeah, we do have a strong foundation. It's okay. It's a good pun. We really do. Because, we went through college together, and I pretty much stayed with her, not every night, but often in a small little dorm room, and going through college, and then running the restaurant, and now a huge renovation. Thanks. For anybody wondering, I guess we could talk about our wedding a bit. Do you remember? We had the restaurant when we got married, so we actually catered it ourselves, in the sense that sounds fancy when I say that, but it's not. We just ordered all of the food that we wanted from our food vendor, and we just set up a huge buffet table. And it wasn't like, a big sit-down fancy meal. It was mostly like little finger foods. It was just easy. We got married in a park because it was like outside and nice. And I was thinking about this today, actually, is that like all of our grandparents were still alive. And now she has a grandmother and I only have my grandfather. And that's just, I guess that's life. That's what happens. But we were looking at pictures today, and her grandfather he had old cars. He had an old Ford that she got to be driven up in. Saw that picture and kind of just makes you think, how fast time moves and then how much things change in that time. My grandpa stopped in here over the weekend. It would have been Sunday. He stopped in, and he pretty much stops in every weekend. Yeah, the wedding was good. So we don't really drink alcohol. So some of my friends that I invited were a little like no alcohol. Like, come on. But whatever. That's what we wanted. And so no big party. We were pretty much done 8, 9 o'clock, and because of the restaurant, we got married on the 1st because somehow it was like a 3-day weekend. So we could have the restaurant closed for 3 days over a holiday. I don't know if it's Labor Day. And then we were right back to work, after that. So no big honeymoon, but we're not really world travelers. We didn't really want to do anything. We went to like a local place and just, enjoyed our time together and tried to forget about the restaurant. When you own your own restaurant, own your own business in general, it's hard to, think of other things. Look at all those toys.
These are the same.
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are fun toys.
Yeah, that's, I think, an Anglia toy.
Wow, 55. That's impressive. Yeah, Mike, I think you made the right choice on that. You want to see the outhouse? I can try to show you.
We don't have an outhouse.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell people that thanks, Mike, that they shouldn't spend money on a wedding. Like, in my opinion, if you want to do it, then do it. You know, life is short, and if you have the money to go spend $30,000 on a wedding, go for it. But, you know, we did everything ourselves. Like I said, I think we tried to spend as least as possible, and it was like still $3,000 or $4,000. The outhouse is, you probably can't see it through the screen, but it's, you know, that door right there on that back porch. And this is a door that will go into the kitchen. We may end up having to get rid of some of these windows. Just, you know how kitchens can be sometimes, where you might want to have wall space instead of a window. But we'll see. Those are south-facing windows too, so it might be nice to get that sunlight. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, Mike, I don't tell people that, like, you know, spending money on a wedding is crazy. Like, I don't think it is. It's probably one of your most memorable moments in your life, and if you can foot the bill, then do it. All I can say is for myself is that whether I spent $1,000 or, you know, $100,000, whatever, like, the day was special for us. So, I mean, and it was also small though. I mean, obviously the more people you have, then the more expensive it gets, probably. Right, Lil? It's the way it goes. I don't think people have seen you very much. What have you been up to?
Figuring out where we can put the secret garden here.
So Lily, did you read the book yet?
No, listen to it.
Okay, so she listened to the book Secret Garden, and then you watched the movie. Mm-hmm. She watched the movie, and now they want to have a secret garden somewhere here at the Stone House.
We figured it out.
Where do you want to do it?
For you.
Well, I can't go out there because I'll lose connection.
It's over by our playhouse behind.
Oh, yep, over by the playhouse. Yeah, they watched the old Secret Garden movie. Apparently, my kids don't get a lot of TV time, so I can have them watch like a black and white TV show from like the 40s, and they think it's like the bee's knees, you know. I don't know. Not a lot of TV time going on. Would be kind of nice to have a nice gardeny, relaxing place to sit. I can see the benefits to that. It might be, yeah, I haven't seen the newer one. Hey Sarah, are you avoiding me?
No.
It seems like it. I'm attached to the Wi-Fi, and then you're...
I'm just out of reach.
Okay, this is your chance to ask Sarah all sorts of questions.
I might have the answer.
That's good, Pam. My friend from high school just got married. I'm going to switch back for a second. My friend from high school just got married. He met somebody in Poland when he went there, and it took him 3 years to get her here, and then they got married just a couple weeks ago. Oh, some people might have asked you questions and I missed it, so sorry. The chat does go by rather quickly.
What do you like? Have me?
Oh, Sarah, what is your favorite part of the house?
I think the deep windowsills, and I really like the ceiling now.
She likes the ceiling and the deep windowsills. Thing is if you let her go long enough on that question, then she'll keep coming up with stuff.
Well, the
So,
hallway
yeah,
is pretty epic.
yeah, the hallway is epic,
And of course the bathroom.
and the bathroom. See what I'm talking about?
But isn't that the point of taking our time?
Yeah.
So that I think we should keep the bath here, right?
Well, I think it's a weird place for a bathtub, but I can see the benefits to it. What do you think, Lil?
Giant hot tub.
Giant hot tub is right. Will you take a bath there though, if that's where I plummet in?
No.
No, I don't think so.
I would rather do it outside.
Sometimes I think that we probably should have still put it in here because it would be nice, but it's just not needed.
it's a chest.
Yeah, WL. The problem with plants is the cat that we have now eats anything green. And a lot of plants are poisonous to cats. And even if they're not, like, he literally will eat them completely and then throw it up. So, like, we just can't have any plants in the house. So our plan is if our cat is still alive when we move here, because he's old, then he might, I don't know, he might become an outside cat. I don't know. I can't see doing that to him at this point, but yeah, why is that? Like, he's an inside cat, but if you open the door just long enough, that sucker, he'll run right outside, right between your legs, and then, but he goes to the bottom of the stairs and just starts eating grass, as much grass as possible until you catch him. It's crazy.
Unless he runs underneath the deck.
Sarah, what made you decide to say yes to Lucas 13 years ago?
Well, we were in love for a long time.
Yeah.
We actually, I mean, I've liked him since I was in like 8th grade.
Yeah, we pretty much, we had
We had one date.
one date in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Is that the dance that you're talking about? We went to the Christmas ball in high school together. When she was in 8th grade, I would have been in 10th grade. 11th? Whatever. Your story, not mine. We dated for a matter of months probably in high school, but for a lot of reasons, high school, it didn't work out. But after we dated, both of us pretty much like we couldn't like forget about each other, even though we weren't dating. Both of us just wanted to. So, anyways, the relationship we got back together right as she graduated high school, and then we've been together ever since, obviously. But yeah, do you remember what bus number it was that we met on? You better remember. Oh my God. I am heartbroken right now. It was bus number 58, Sarah.
Oh, no.
The heater seat. How could you forget? Yeah, see? Even your brother knew. 58. The heater seat. We were going to a soccer game because our school was in like the state championship. And, Sarah, some friend of Sarah's was like, "Can Sarah sit with you?" I was like, "Who?" Oh, Mike just sent us money. Mike. Thanks, man. He usually asks before because he sends us super chats often. And I always tell him to tone it back. But we do appreciate it. We really do. I got these for the kids to play with at Harbor Freight. Jeez. A little fiery there, aren't you?
You're gonna go tip it. You gotta move over this way.
Where's your brother?
He wants to go home.
Oh, he wants to go home?
Yeah.
Can you teach me how to use the weed whacker?
Probably not today. You gotta have.
I would love to, on live, explain the electrical issue that I had the other day, but I don't think I'm capable of explaining it. It was the most confusing thing, and it involved me, and then my uncle actually had to come here. We did get it figured out, but my goodness. Thanks, William. Appreciate it. It all started when, if you remember, we got our final electrical inspection, but yet one thing was wrong. In this breaker box down here in the basement, this breaker 8, this is for the basement, and I had like a normal breaker like this in it, and then you can see it's different now. This is called an arc fault breaker. But anyways, I had to switch it. I had to put the arc fault breaker in. And when I did that, well, the breaker just kept popping and popping and popping, and there was like no reason. So I had to go around to every single device. I had to take all the stuff apart and I think what it ended up being, just long story short, I was here for like 9 hours working on this, is that outlet right there. When I crammed everything up and into that box, I think my neutrals touched ever so slightly, touched my my ground. So then the arc fault breaker, you know, picks that sort of thing up. And so when I took that, you know, I kind of systematically took each box apart and was checking things. And so when I took that one apart and kind of took it all out, and then it just started working. And you wouldn't think that that would take 9 hours to figure out, but it was just kind of the way. I tried to edit the video showing like everything that I tried, and I just couldn't because, well, for one, I didn't record everything, and then it just got really confusing because I just kept thinking like, oh, I know what it is. It's this light bulb, or it's this thing, and then I would fix it, and then it would still be broken. So I was like, oh, geez, you know. But I did get it. So now we are officially done with electrical stuff as far as, you know, we don't need anybody's approval from here, you know, like I'm good. And that guy, that he already sent me my, I don't know, certificate of some sort, I don't know. Sarah planing the kitchen. We've been talking about the kitchen probably for the whole time that we... Oh, yeah, moisture, good. Actually, I'll show you that too. Sarah and I, we've been talking about the kitchen since day one, since, you know, buying this place. So we have a fairly good idea on like what we want to do and how we want to do it. And we're like that for everything, you know, like even this basement floor, you know, that wasn't poured in some spare of the moment decision. Okay, so for those of you that are really following along, you can see I took my insulation off of this because the 4 or 5 of you that said that it would get wet, well, you win. You win the prize. Down at the very bottom, the insulation was getting wet. I mean, this tank is wet. You can see. It's just nothing I do keeps that from happening. I guess I can plug this... If I can plug it in on, not electrocute myself. Oh, that probably scared everybody because the light. Just give me a second. I had this, this was unplugged. That was actually one of the things I thought why the breaker was popping, is because of that stupid machine, but obviously that was not it. Yeah, sorry, my kids are roller coastering upstairs. I hope it's not too loud. As far as moisture in the basement goes, the only place where I can still see a little bit of moisture is in this one corner, which this has always been the worst corner, and it's really not nearly as bad as it has been. And there's probably a little bit of water in there. To save your ears, I'll go outside and we can chat for a little bit longer, but I think I gotta get going pretty soon. A lot of other renovators. We do, you know, I like DIY different. Mallard 5 Farmhouse, Wabi Sabi, obviously, Homemade Homes. They're some of my big favorite channels. For me, and I think this is for anybody, I have to like the personality of the people that I'm watching. And if I don't, then it's hard for me to watch the channel. And I think that goes for anybody, obviously. There's a lot of people that are very open about how they feel about me and why they can't watch our videos. And I'm the same way, you know, I'm just like anybody else. Yeah, personality goes a long ways. I've never heard of Homage Homes. Homage? Could you move into the stone house right now if you had to? I suppose. I mean, it's got working bathrooms, and you could, you know, certainly live there, but you know, you'd be plywood floors kind of thing. I think it'd be hard to keep clean, but yeah, we luckily don't have to. But you could. Like if my other, hey CJ, I like the hat, CJ. Like that Kubota hat, huh? For people that don't know, CJ's big on LS tractors. He's got one. It's a nice tractor. And you know, I'm just sporting this Kubota hat. Long story, but I went to the dealer today, a Kubota dealer, and they had a Kubota tractor that we were looking at. I want it to be a surprise, guys, if I get a new tractor, but you know, geez, they're gonna be slinging me free hats. That's the straight way to my heart right there. Could be a good deal. We'll see. I know I need a tractor. Yeah, Odin. The floors for the downstairs, we're gonna use maple because of these trees in the front yard. These are sugar maples. So we're gonna keep that going and have hard maple floors in the downstairs of the house. And I've got some old wide plank boards that came out of an old stone house that I salvaged. So we're gonna do a little bit of wide plank from that and the hard maple. I'm really, really looking forward to doing that, but it will be a while. Yeah, I like their channel, Wild Wonder. You know, their channel is so new, and I talked to them through email, and I kind of said, you know, like, hey, you got any tips? Because your channel is exploding. Like, what are you doing? And she said, well, it's weird that you're asking me because I've been uploading for 3 or 4 years, and they were uploading for like 6 months. So yeah, I do like their channel. They're great. Yeah, Wabi doesn't post very often because he puts so much time into his edits. You know, it's just a different type of channel. Wabi likes to put out, well, first of all, he likes to put out a beginning to end video, and then his edits are just insane. Yeah, he does. I'll be honest though, Silver, sometimes his videos can like key me up. Like, I don't want to watch his videos at night because then I can't sleep. I'm too old.
Because you're thinking about like what you want to do? What do you mean?
Wabi's edit? No, it's just very like, it gets you going in a good way. Just gotta watch it in the morning. Like if I watched this video in the morning, I wouldn't have to drink coffee that day. I could just run a mile. He's restoring a whole ghost town. Was ambitious.
Wow.
Living room walls, what color, Sarah?
Oh, I have no idea.
We don't pick color, but we like the green grays and the blue grays. Kind of like your shirt. That's like a turquoisey. Mm-hmm. We like the gray family.
The name and the date of the barbecue place?
I don't know what that.
I don't know either.
I don't know that question. He might have been talking to somebody else though. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for stopping in.
I need to go make dinner too.
Oh. Sarah, did you like the fire pit find?
I cannot believe that I've never seen that.
The deed to our house is at my office, so I haven't been able to look yet to see if it's 1860 or 1960.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 1960. But the only thing that makes me think that it's not 1960 is that the house went through a major renovation in 1968, and it was a different name. Mm-hmm. And I know that. So it could have been 1860.
I don't know. We'll just have to look.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I've literally been out here for hours and hours and hours, and I've never
Everybody
seen
might not know what I'm talking about. Into this old fire pit. And it was like, you know, sprinkling down like this, whatever. And then you could see. So it says, I think C, V, and then the last name is Biznett. And then it says 7460. And then I went from hating this fire pit to absolutely loving it. Oh, still ugly, but I'm gonna try to make it look better.
This is either Sissy's or
No, nothing creepy.
so it's brother.
We've talked about ghosts before and stuff, and like, I think you have to believe in ghosts in order for stuff like that to happen, or stuff like that to, you know, like if I was in the house and like a door slammed shut, I'm gonna think, well, the house is spray foamed and it's super tight. My brain doesn't go to ghost, it goes to spray foam, if that makes sense. I just don't, you know, I don't think about ghosts necessarily. But no, nothing creepy. I can tell you that it took a while for me to feel comfortable or feel at home here, if that makes sense. I think that would make sense, right? Because like when we first bought it, even though I've been here every weekend, you know, that's not very much time collectively. So it took me a while to like, but now I feel really comfortable, and I have to assume that my kids and Sarah, like, they feel comfortable also, but probably not as comfortable as me. But like I came here the other night when our well stopped working at our other house, and I took a shower upstairs, which was really nice. It was like the first time I've ever taken a shower in this house. And I was walking around just like in a towel, because I had to come down here and get, I think, soap in the other bathroom or something. And I just had a towel on. And you know, like, you do that in your house. You know, you walk around with a towel on, and I was doing that, and it's funny, it's a construction zone, but I felt at home. You know, that's, everything should message. I know, everybody should message Kubota on Instagram, like I think it's Kubota USA, at Kubota USA, and say, hey, you need to give Lucas a discount and save his back. By the time I get a tractor, CJ, everything major will be done. You know, like the holes are dug, the things are moved. How much did we pay for the stone house? That was a while ago. They wanted, you know, this is an important thing to talk about, actually, because, you know, every now and then we get the commenters that assume that we're like trust fund babies for some reason, because where they're from, a house like this would be very expensive. A 3,100 square foot old stone house in upstate New York. Okay, so it was listed for $155, and we got it for $110. And I'm comfortable with talking about money on YouTube. I think it's important that I tell people what we pay for things. Like if I get a deal on Facebook, you know, I say the price. I know some people are twitchy about that, but all I can promise you is that I'm not trying to be boastful, and I'm not trying to like rub it in anybody's face. It's just, it is what it is, right? So yeah, we paid $110 for the house, and it was 4 acres of land. And yeah, like people are saying like the same house in Seattle or the same house wherever would be $1 million, and it's true. I mean, you know, unfortunately though, you know, when in New York, in upstate New York, you buy a house for 110, live in it for 30 years, and when you're done, it's worth 80. And it's kind of a joke, but not really, because our current house we bought from Sarah's family, and we paid $25,000 for it. And it needed a lot of work, but it was still a decent deal. So $25,000, and we put quite a bit into it to make it livable. And what we've put into it now, it's not worth that much. So we're gonna lose money, but it's okay. I don't look, some people do, I don't look at houses as investments, because, you know, we're gonna live here. This is our home. This is where we're gonna have, you know, prom pictures, and I don't know. To me, this is not something like, oh, well, if I get it for 110 and I put this much into it, like, geez, if the market doesn't do good, then we're going to be stuck with it. Those thoughts have never gone through my head. It's a home. And you know, it's corny, but it's like you can't put a price on that. You know, I can tell you that we offered $85 for this place when we when we first made an offer, 85. And that's what we felt like it was worth, to be honest. And then the sellers were like, I don't think they even responded to it. I think they just said it's going to have to be more. So then we just kind of talked about it. You know, it was one of those husband-wife conversations. It's like, we really like it, but what's the most we really can pay? Because we knew what we wanted to do. And we didn't know exactly how expensive it would be to rehab. So 110, that was it. That was like the max. And they said yes. So I think all the lights are off. Kind of going around. I'll shut the lights off with you. Nope, one more. Look at these. See those? They turn on. This is the first time I've seen them on because I'm usually not here at night. But I would say that these are good. That one actually sheds a lot of light. I'll shut off all the lights and I'll show you. Mike G is the one who told me to buy one of those. Geez, I got a lot of lights in this house. Going around and hitting all the switches. So yeah, look how much light that puts out. Hey, I'm getting ready to walk out of here. You like that? We're leaving, hon. We're leaving, Steven. See, you might have just seen how it just came on automatically. Yeah, is that a stop sign? Or is it a ping pong paddle?
It's a stop sign for Jace to go in my room.
Oh, it's a stop sign so Jace doesn't go in your room. Is that what we're coming to now?
See? There's one here too.
Yeah, it's 2 stop signs though. That's like a double negative, so doesn't that mean to come in?
No.
2 negatives is a positive or something?
No.
Oh.
2 negatives is a double negative.
Oh, okay. Thanks for explaining that to me. Yep. Okay. Come on, sis. Hey, brother. So, anyways, this is wow. This is a video that we will not leave up on our channel. When we go live like this, we just like to talk and see everybody and answer some questions. So yeah, we don't leave live videos like this up on our channel. So if you got it, you got it. Oh, Sarah's new, what's it called?
Dehydrator?
Sarah got a new dehydrator and she made some applesauce
Fruit roll up?
fruit roll up. Can I have that?
Leather?
Can I have it? Huh?
She said she's full.
Oh, you're full? I can have it? Thank you. She's our sweetie. Our other kids would not have shared. So yeah, thank you everybody for the anniversary. Thank yous. Yes. This is what we wanted to do on our anniversary. We tried all day to get up here and go live on YouTube. It's true. It took us till, what time did we get here? Yeah, it took us till 4 something. I took the day off work and the whole plan was just to come here and go live and talk to all of you. So yeah, thanks, James. We love sharing. We love to yak. It's been nice getting to know a lot of you and chatting with you. And I know it's through the internet and it's hard to be super personal, but it's been fun. It's been fun for us. So that's it. Sarah, you want to say bye?
Bye.
How about you, Lil?
Bye.
Bye. JC, where is he right now?
To the car.
Oh, Jay says bye, everybody. He's the one who wants to go.
Bye.
It was great talking to all of you.